Hi everyone, I am Julian Filorican. For today's season, I'll be demonstrating and discussing process-oriented performance-based assessment with a focus on creating a rubrics for performance evaluation. I know there's no way to build a solid rubrics without first having a clear activities for learners to complete. So I designed a hands-on task to go along with the criteria that I created myself. Then I'll be showing you exactly how they work together. Our goal for this activity are threefold. First, we'll identify key learning competencies that align with process-focused assessment. Second, we'll explore how to deliver timely, accurate feedback that helps learners to grow. And third, the core of our work today, we'll create a both analytic and holistic rubrics that tailored to real-world activities. So every rubric we built will tie directly to what learners actually do. So let's see how that's connected. To build our first set of rubrics, we need a concrete task. Here's the activity 1. Organizing a local festival booth. Students will plan a set of booths for this town festival. For their town festival, documents every step of planning process, coordinate with teammates to assign rules and solve problems, and submit a process log with photos and notes. Without this hands-on activity, our rubrics will be just an empty criteria. So let's map assessment to what learners will actually accomplish. Now, for the analytic rubrics, worth of 50% of total score, it breaks performance into 3 key criteria. First is the planning, 20%, collaboration is 15%, and documentation, 15%. For each, we have levels from developing to proficient. Planning ranges from unclear to detailed. Collaboration from minimal to inclusive. Documentation from missing to complete with dated records and decision explanation. These rubrics let us score each skill separately and pinpoint exactly where learners shine or can improve. Completing the analytic rubric is our holistic rubric, also the 50% of total score. So combined, they make up 100%. So here we give one overall rating based on full process. First, beginners. There will be scored 1 to 16 with unclear step and little teamwork. Next is developing score, and it will be 17 to 33 with adequate planning. Next is, for the last one is proficient. Scored will be 34 to 50 with well-planned collaborative work. And this gives us a big picture's view of how all parts of the activity come together. Now, let's move on to our second task. This one designed to help us build more rubrics and gain a deeper understanding on how to create them effectively. The activity here is creating a digital portfolio. Students will build a portfolio showcasing their personal projects and documents every step of its creation. Again, we start with the activity because rubrics needs to reflect the work being done. So this task focuses on different skills than the festival's both. So our rubrics will be tailored accordingly. Here's the analytic rubrics for the digital portfolio, focusing on 2 core criteria and each worth 25%. Content planning and technical skills, with structures labels as beginners, developing, and proficient. Content planning progresses from basic and unorganized to detailed and purposeful. Technical skills range from limited understanding of tools to advanced and creative application. This let us assess both the strategic thinking behind the portfolio and the hands-on technical abilities used to build it. Our holistic rubric for the portfolio also accounts for 50% of total score, bringing the combination of assessment to 100%. Ratings are structured as beginner. It will be score 1 to 16 with unclear creation step and inconsistent work. Next is developing. It will be scored 17 to 33 with the adequate planning and competent execution. Next is proficient, which is 45 to 50 with collaborative element where applicable and adaptive problem solving throughout the process. This captures how well learners integrate all aspects of the work, from planning to technical implementation to teamwork. Rubrics are only as useful as the feedback they support. To make feedback timely and accurate, it must meet the 3K standard. First, specific, always tie the comments back directly to rubrics criteria so learners know exactly what they did well and what to focus on. Second is timely. Give feedback during the activity or right after the work is completed when it's most relevant. And third, kind and constructive. Frame feedback to focus on growth and improvement, not just mistake. Great feedback turns assessment into a powerful tool for learning. All of these activities and rubrics tie back to 2K learning competencies, which is assessment literacy, where both learners and evaluators use rubrics to clearly evaluate progress and guide next step. And reflection, where learners analyze their own work and process to identify how they can improve future tasks. And every task we design and rubrics we build should connect directly to what we want learners to know, understand, and be able to do. To wrap up, let's clarify how to use these two types of rubrics effectively. First, for analytic rubrics, score each criterion separately, taking time to note specific strengths and target areas for improvement. For holistic rubrics, give one overall rating based on observing the full process from the start to finish. Rubrics are built for activities, so matching the right assessment tool to the specific task ensure fairness, consistency, and clarity for everyone involved. And that's how we build process-oriented, performance-based rubrics, starting with meaningful activities like organizing festival, vote, or creating a digital portfolio, then designing a tailored analytic and holistic criteria. We've also covered how to give a actionable feedback tied to these rubrics and how everything connects to building key competencies like assessment literacy and reflection. Great assessment isn't just about scoring. It's about guiding growth and setting clear expectation. When rubrics are rooted in relevant work, they benefit both educators and learners. Thank you for joining this demonstration. I hope these examples are helpful for your own assessment.